Hey everyone, we're here today to look at another mod that I'm going to put into my Medieval Madness. And basically what these are, there's two barrels. And basically the barrels are like your spotlights on your game. And these are from Medieval Madness, and these mods were created by a company called the Mod Couple. And basically it's a barrel. And I think you could use this on Game of Thrones or Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that kind of theme. But it's a barrel. And basically, they're inside the barrel. There's a light, to put a light in there, like a bulb. So it's like a spotlight, like on Metallica and all those other games that have spotlights, like on the slings. And basically, that's what it does. And it's got the cable here that connects to your wiring underneath your playfield. And it has an arrow through a barrel, has a little marshmallow on the end, like that. So they're done really nice. They're really detailed. The whole style has like rope around the barrel, and it has, like I said, the arrow. The arrow's kind of like metal, so it kind of bends a bit. And I guess if a ball hits it or something, you could just bend it right back, to have it straight again. But again, it's pretty detailed. So I'm gonna put these on my slingshots. So there's a left one, which is, I don't know if it's the left or right, but there's a left and a right one for your slingshots. And then it comes with different bulbs as well. Like inside this pack, there's an orange bulb that's down here. And then I believe this one flickers like a flame or something like that. And it goes into your slingshot under, you take your slingshot plastics off and that bulb goes under there and it flickers like a flame. We'll see that when I put them in my game and try them out. But also too is there's other bulbs that they give you, I guess, to put inside the barrels of what you want to use. To shine into your playfield. So it comes with like red, white, blue, and warm white. Or these are purple. Yeah, maybe they're purple. Yeah, it says purple. So these are purple, white, blue, and warm white, all LEDs. So the package looks really nice. It looks like it's a great mod. It's really detailed. So we're going to show the installation video of how to put them onto the machine. And I got them for a cheaper price from a person that was selling them on Facebook. His name is Mark, and he seemed like a really nice guy. So he had a posting on Facebook for them. I wanted to get them, but I didn't really want to spend all the money on them to buy them. But he was selling it for like $25 off or something like that. So I picked them up. I think I threw him another $5 or whatever on top of it for shipping. And that was it, because I know how much they really cost. So I kind of threw them a little more cash, and that was it. So they came in, they look great. I'm rambling on, but let's go to the pinball machine and install them and see how they actually fit into the game and see how they actually look while they're in the game. Okay, so let's go ahead with the install of this mod. And basically what we need to do first is, this is the way I do it. I mean, the instructions probably maybe tell you another way, but this is how I do it. I remove this nut that's on the ramp, and these two screws that hold the plastic sling, the arrow guy on the game. So basically what I do is I grab there's like 3 different size sockets that you kind of need to use for this. And first we'll start with to take the plastic sling off. Excuse my arm. So I just unscrew these. My arm might get in the way of some of these shots like my other videos, but there's really no way around it at times. And this is basically because you want to put the bulbs underneath the slingshot there. There's 2 bulbs that go under there. So these screws are pretty long. Let's start with this one. Because it goes all the way through the there's like 3 plastics here, and basically it's got to come out of all this. You might have to get underneath here and hold this plastic underneath so it doesn't spin. And you might want to do this evenly. Don't do it, you know, like one and then do the other. Kind of space it out. You might crack your plastic if you don't. So that side's out. Don't force it because you'll wind up cracking your plastics. It's like the never-ending screw. This bolt's just so long. Alright, so you got that out. Now what we want to do is kind of just twist this around. Don't scratch your playfield with the screws. Kind of go easy with it. Now what you want to do is take off this nut that's down here on your slingshot. So again, you got like 3 different sizes you need to use. Will it be this one? Yeah. So let's take that off. And I have laserific plastics on this thing too. And basically that's what's on that. So that's that. And then what you might want to do is just kind of slide this on the side like that. Keep that, you know, there. Take out your 2 bulbs. My flash on my camera kind of went out, so bear with me. So then you're going to take this bulb here, and that's going to go on the bottom where my pointer is. So take it. It's kind of a pain to get in there because this is flexible on top. So you kind of want to look to see like where it falls in and kind of give it a push and just turn it. I'm going to have to use this hand. So kind of find your spaces on the bulb. Kind of hold it down and just give it a turn if you can with your fingers. Alright, so I think that's in. I hope. I took the rubber off just to get more leverage on there. You put your rubber back on. So now you want to do the top. And let me get the bulb for the top. And that's this bulb. And then you want to do the same, kind of just lay it in the hole, find your 2 spaces, just put it in and turn. That one's a bit easier, you get a little more grip on that one. Then you do this bottom one. Might be easier sometimes for that bottom one to take it out from the playfield and then, you know, go in that way. It might be a bit easier, I don't know. If they come out again, that's what I'm going to do. So now you got your mod, you got your barrel mod. I already put the bulbs in it, so I think it would be a bit of a pain to try to get those in while the mod is on the game, so I put them in first. And then what you want to do is take this wire, this is your connector here, and that goes to this connector here on this bulb. So you kind of just take it, line up your pins, and put it on. So what you want to do now is kind of just lay the wire, get your bulb kind of up, I guess, and then lay your wire down in there, and then kind of move your plastic back and put it back on that way. So now everything's back on. And then what you want to do next is take this nut off, because you have a post that comes with the mod. Get my arms in the way, sorry. And then the post goes on top of that, so that acts as your nut, and that holds down the rail, the ball guide here, and gives support to the mod with this bracket right here. And there's a screw that comes in the kit as well that screws into that. So let's take that nut off. course, it's too small. So let's try this one. So let's take this nut. Let's remove that. Now take your post that came with the kit, line up your guide here, your ball guide, so that the ball falls into the actual out or in lane, not the out lane, the in lane. And you can always adjust it later, but you kind of want to adjust it now. You don't want to do something twice. So that's that. And then I'm just going to take this wrench thing I got here. Just grab it on the sides kind of and just give it a turn. And don't over tighten it either. I think that's good. Good. Yeah, don't over tighten it because you might actually crack the plastic or something like that. So you don't want to over tighten anything. So now you want to take your barrel, kind of line it up with this. Make sure your wire is kind of running underneath your sling where you don't really see it. And then you just kind of line up the holes with each other here and lay it in and just tighten it. Down like that. Again, there might be another way of doing it. The instructions might tell you something a bit different than how I did it, but I don't know. It worked in the end for me, so that's the way that I'm gonna do it. I got blasted by lighted speaker mods that I set up his mod the wrong way or whatever. But we all have different ways of doing it. Hey, if there's this, you know, if he has a way of doing it and whatever the case is, then that's fine. I set it up, mine was fine, it worked out great. I broke one post on the mounting bracket or whatever, or two or whatever, so he sent me new ones, I appreciate it, but then he blasted me on there, so whatever. But so snug it down. Looks great. They're really nice. These mods actually came out really nice. We'll do a quick overview after I get both put on. And then what you want to do is take your two screws that are down here at the bottom, line up in your holes again. Kind of push down. Make sure your posts are lined up in the bottom of the playfield as well. That you're going into the you know, the studs that are in the bottom of the playfield that are getting bite to hold this plastic down. Then take your small socket, if I could find it, okay, and just, you know, turn it. You might again have to hold the bottom plastic so it doesn't spin as much. You know, as you're doing it, line it up, just kind of kick it into place. And again, do it evenly as you're tightening these things down, because you don't want to break your plastic. So let's tighten these down, and then after that we'll show the mods in action. Okay, so here are the two mods installed in the game. You know, you got one on this side here, and then you got the other one there. And basically they look really good. They look really cool. It's a great mod, really detailed, really easy to install. And then basically actually too, there's a wire tie here, you know, like a zip tie that basically holds the wire down. You know, so it doesn't pop out or nothing like that. And you can see like the lights, the flashing, like it looks like a torch kind of coming from the top here. You have your orange light in the bottom. Same as on this side, you have your torch here, the orange on the bottom. And again, here's like the detail of the actual mod. It has like the writing on the top here. And you know, it looks a barrel with a real rope around it. And on the other side, if we could kind of see, you can see the actual light coming out of it, you know, shining onto the playfield. So same as on this side too. And then, you know, again, as we saw in the mod, when I was showing it uninstalled, you know, you have your arrow going through the barrel with the marshmallow on the end. And again, with the real rope, the sign, the lines in the barrels. So it's a really detailed mod. It looks really good, especially on this game because, you know, it kind of fits the theme and all that. So that's that mod. Again, it's made by the Mod Couple. And you could buy these, I think, on Pinside or eBay and stuff like that. I'll put a link to their website with the this mod on there. But so again, thanks for watching my videos. Really appreciate it. I have a lot of subscribers, which is great. And you can see all my stuff at www.pinballsupernova.com. And on there you can see my blog, my YouTube page, Facebook, Twitter. So I post on there occasionally with the news. It's been a little slow, except now with Iron Maiden Pinball. And, you know, some repairs that I did on my road show that I just recently got. And stuff like that. So stay tuned for more videos and how-to videos and unboxings and stuff like that. So again, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.